All right. I don't know. I just wanted to talk about how I've been feeling in life lately, what's been going on, things I've been struggling with recently. I don't know what's over there. Just out on a late night walk. As you can see, we're out and about, just walking wherever in my city, just following a road. I don't know, I kind of wanted to start making this type of content because I feel like I never get a place to talk or anything like that. And that's kind of like the problem with my life a lot recently. You know, I just recently graduated high school and it gets lonely quick. You know, all your friends, you know, they all pretty much leave you or they got their life going on. And I mean, I'm not in college, so I'm kind of sitting out here just kind of like alone. You know, I work the midnight shift, that's why I'm up right now. And it's been a real struggle for me, I'll be honest. Like, I don't know, I feel like I got no deep connections with anybody. I've never had a best friend, ever. I've switched schools like every year and a half, like every single year. And that really affected me because I was never able to form any sort of social group long term. I was always the new kid. You know, I was never really liked either. I was a bit of a weirdo in school. It is what it is, but all this leads me just to feeling like an outcast to society, to everyone. All my life, man. All my life. I've always felt like the outcast, the odd one out, the runt of the litter, this and that. It's just something I've really struggled with all my life because of just so many different circumstances that happen. And not to mention, you know, you get to my age, this is supposed to be your prime, right? This is your prime, your 20s. I just turned 20, you know, a few days ago. But all I can sit here and think about is how alone I really am. And I think a lot of that plays into just technology. That was the point I was making. Like, technology really, it helps in so many ways, but it also hurts in so many ways. Like, I feel like a lot of people can relate to me when I say this, that, you know, even though you are surrounded with access to people online and in so many different aspects, like through your phone or the web, whatever, you feel more alone almost than pretty much every other generation in history. And it's frustrating because you just get advice like, put yourself out there and just go for it. You can't be seen if nobody's around to see you, which is true. But it's also a massive understatement of what we're going through in society today with technology. You really don't get near as many options to connect with people than you did back in the day, because that's just how it is with technology today. And I feel like that plays a huge part into why I feel so so lonely these days, because I just can't find a way to connect, because I'm more of a digital nomad when it comes to living life. I don't have social media. I mean, I upload to YouTube, but that's about it. I watch some YouTube. I'm not on anything else. I don't have Snapchat. I'm not on Instagram. I'm not on anything that most people in my generation are. And I think that, like, it shows in me when I speak to other people. There's like this maturity gap. I don't know if it's really interconnected or not, but I think that it definitely has its part into making me an outcast as well, just because I'm not down with the trends. I don't know what's going on. You know, I'm not the Skibbity Rizzler. It's just like, I find it hard to relate to the older generations, and I find it impossible to connect to my generation too. So I'm just sitting here alone every day, and it's killing me inside. I'm not even gonna lie, it's killing me. It really is. It's frustrating, because you got negative self-talk, you know, coming, that demon in your brain telling you that you're not good enough, this and that others just don't like you, that's why you're a social outcast. And sometimes it's hard to block that voice out, and you just be sitting there wallowing in self-pity. And it gets overwhelming at times. It really does, you know. I struggle a lot with it all the time. I just feel like I don't got nobody, man. Yeah, there's my family. I don't relate to a single one of them except for my sister, but she's in her own world and she's moved out now too. And I just don't got many people in my family that I feel I'm open to connecting to, because of either the way they are or just the situation at hand. It doesn't necessarily have to be a problem with them, but it makes it difficult, because you feel even more isolated, because I'm living at home with my parents and stuff, and I try to tell them and stuff like, hey, you know, I don't feel connected with you, this and that. And I think they don't connect on the same, or through the same ways that I'm looking for. And I think that's the problem. They're thinking just spending some time or something like this. And yeah, there is a time and a place for that. But like, they don't really know me. Like, they don't know me. You know what I'm saying? I've lived with them my life and whatnot, but they don't know me. None of them do. Nobody in my family knows me. And I think a lot of people can relate to that too. Just like feeling like they can't connect to even their closest family members on that deep level that they want to. But maybe not. Everybody's different. It's nights like these, there's something so beautiful about a place like this. I have no idea where I am, by the way. No idea. I'm just walking. I have my phone on me. If I need to, I'll find my way home. I think that's another big factor that plays into my loneliness, is my self-isolation. I think a lot of people can relate. when I say that, like, that I am self-isolating because I've been hurt by people in the past. You know, I was bullied a lot growing up. I mean, everybody would call me names, pick on me, and it gets to you, man. It really gets to you, because it makes you think, like, dang, maybe I really am all these things that people tell me. Maybe I really am dumb, ugly, stupid, what have you. And it eats at you. Every day, it eats at you. It eats at me. And when you go through life getting kind of like bullied or whatnot, you get this distance to you. And so, you know, eventually you realize, you know, are the people that are my friends even my friends? I remember distinctly on Snapchat, I might have been in the 8th grade. I sat there and I saw this one TikTok. It was like, yo, stop sending people messages first and see who texts you back first, and see who really is your friend. And I did that. Nobody ever replied to me again since. So I deleted all my social media because I felt like, you know, I don't got nobody. Nobody really wants to talk to me. You know what I mean? So I self-isolate for that reason, because in the back of my mind, that's all I say. Nobody likes me. You know, everybody hates me. Everybody's disgusted by me. Whatnot. All this stuff is always running in the back of my head 24/7. Whenever I'm interacting with anybody, any new situation. And you know, it makes you just stay away from people even more. It's so hard to connect to people when you feel like in the back of your mind, nobody wants to connect with you. I really do feel that way in my mind. I just think nobody wants to be around you. Who would? You know, who likes you? Why would anybody want to be around you, of all people? Like, why are you special? Why are you worth anyone's time? And sometimes I believe it. A lot of the times. A lot of the times I believe it. It's hard fighting demons. It really is. I was in school back when I was in the 10th grade. How I kind of grew out of this. I used to be really socially awkward. Okay. I was really socially awkward because I was that kid in class who just put his headphones on and tuned everybody out every day, every single day for years. That's what I would do. I would put in my headphones and block everyone else out because, I don't know, I was scared. I felt like nobody wanted to be around me. So I was like, oh, I'm not gonna risk it. You know what I mean? I'm gonna just become a quiet kid or something like that. So, oh my gosh. So that's what I did. I just sat there, kind of like this quiet kid for years. So I got so socially awkward, I couldn't even speak to nobody. And my social awkwardness, yeah. So it didn't make it any easier. So I started watching YouTube videos like how to not be socially awkward, you know, how to make friends, this and that. Social skills masterclass. And I would watch them, and I would try implementing everything I learned, and it helped a lot. Throughout my 11th and 12th grade years, I learned a lot. I gained friends to an extent. I wouldn't call them like, I got 2 good friends who are ride or dies. But, you know, it helps you just to be a surface level connection, the yo, what's good, dab me up, bro, type of thing. But I was never satisfied by that. I'm never satisfied with just like a dab me up and then you don't even hang out after that. All it is a what's up, bro. I guess the onus is still on me to push for more connection with people. But I feel like, dang, you know, what do I even do? Just be like, yo, bro, let's hang out. You know what I'm saying? Like, there's no rule book for this. There's no rule book in life telling you, oh, this is how you just make friends and this is what you do and yada yada. So I'm just confused and lost a lot of the times growing through high school. Then I graduated. Sure, my social skills were a lot better, but after high school is everybody who you thought was your friend, those dab me up bros types, they're all gone instantly. You'll never see them again, except for a random mishap at the grocery store or something. So once you graduate, you're all alone. And that's kind of been my experience. I'm taking this gap year or whatever. And I've just been so lonely and alone because nobody through school or nothing, I'm not able to connect with them still. And I don't know what to do. So I'm just so lost. And it leads you to these negative thoughts too. Like, I'm just worthless. Like, that's why people don't want to be around me. I don't really provide them enough value, or else obviously they would have stayed, right? Right? I just gotta work a little harder. I just gotta do a little better. Then people will love me, right? You'd be surprised. That's another thing. I get into this mindset, like, I blame myself. And really, a lot of it is your fault. Like, a lot of it is my fault. Yes, I feel like if I was to work on myself more and like reach out or really try hard to get into some club or some social scene or something, yeah, it would open up my social life a little bit more. The problem is, it feels so forced going to some club or something just cause, you know what I mean? Just so I could connect with somebody. It feels so forced and unnatural to me that I'm just like, nah, I don't really want to do that. I don't feel like trying like that. That's the thing. It's just, it's a prison. Okay, you're stuck in a loop. You don't want to go and do these things so you don't get more friends. More friends causes you negative mental health and feelings of low self-worth. Low self-worth makes you feel protective and like you don't want to go out and reach out to others because they're gonna hurt you. So you don't make friends. And then because you have no friends, the cycle just repeats itself. It's like, it really, you just get stuck in a loop and you gotta break free. That's the only way I could see possible of breaking free of the loop, is to step outside of my own boundaries and my comfort zone and do something crazy that's forced or maybe doesn't feel right. But I don't know what to do. Skunk. Oh, dude. What if this thing sprays me? Dang skunks, man. Tell you what, them things stink up the whole town. Every time, man. I hate that. See these skunks, man. I guess that's it. I mean, thanks for listening. See ya.